and Moses. We need to learn each other. I was taught from a young age that the greatest disservice, the most ignorant thing that you can do is dismiss knowledge. And I want to tell you this, people, everyone teaches you about everything every day. I'm going to give you this situation, and I want you to apply this KNOW ledge to your life. Bam. So, it was a couple weeks ago I got on the bus to go to work. There's a bus that takes us from the office to my job every single day. It's free. We get to work, we come back, everything's copacetic. But at this time, it was after work, 12:09 in the morning, Central Time, and I was sitting beside a woman on the bus to my right. And I was, doing my thing, listening to my music, responding to texts, doing what Aaron Moses type things, stuff like that. And she took her bag and she put it on my seat. And I didn't think too much of it. I'm thinking maybe she has to tie her shoes, maybe she has to primp herself, get ready for her man. Her man was sitting to the right of her. And after a while, I determined that this woman was not going to take her bag off the seat because she thought that this is that's where her her bag should have been. And I turned to my right and I said, um, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you remove your bag from my seat?" And she was giving me this scripture that I didn't accept. And what I got from that situation, her man was looking at me, and when I was letting her know what was on my mind, respectfully, I didn't yell, I didn't raise my voice, I didn't use profanity. I handled it how it should have been handled, with care and grace. Facts. But what I came to understand was that she didn't understand that. Well, in in both of our defenses, we didn't understand the nature of each other. I did understand, but I was directing my emotions towards my own intentions. Now, I knew subconsciously through my research, I knew why she did these things, and I'm going to explain why she did these things. For anybody who wants to know a little bit of feminine psychology, I'm going to explain why she did that. Okay? I made a video previous to this, of course, obviously, that went along the lines of letting women know that you cannot treat your peers, the people in your immediate surroundings that are masculine figures, also known as men, males, you cannot treat them how you treat your boyfriend, whether that be good or bad, you know, whether you empower them or whether you emasculate them. You cannot treat ladies, you cannot treat men like they are your boyfriends. This is why I encourage men not to, you know, hang out with platonic friends that are women, or have discussions on the phone or FaceTime or texting for, over a specific amount of time, because they believe, men and women believe that, how you interact with them, a lot, if not most, of their opposite gender should conform to the programs that they have going in their household. You feel me? So, the first thing that I took from this was, you're dominating my space because you feel that this is not a big deal, because this is what you do in your household with your man. Okay, that's great and all, but I'm not your man. I'm not your man. I don't like this, and it's gonna discontinue. Facts. But at the same time, what I didn't consider is that women are more communicative. Women are more of a bonding people. Women are more their receptivity is based on their ability to give and their ability to feel and their ability to share. Women want everything to be equal. Women want there to be a lot of accountability. Women are more peaceful, sharing, empathetic, chaotic. And when I use the word chaos, the word chaos means everything and nothing. Women are more relationship based people. Okay, gender, right? So there was a study that went on, and in the study, they separated the boys from the girls, and they gave the boys, I believe it was something like 1,000 imaginary dollars, right? Let's say it was 10 people, 10 little boys, 10 little girls. They gave each group 1,000 imaginary dollars. We'll just use that because I can't remember the actual number. And they gave them a task to do. I can't remember the task, so let's just say a puzzle. They gave them a puzzle to put together, and at the end of the study, when the puzzle was done, they gave them the money. And they said, okay, we want you to distribute this money according to whatever you want. So, of course, naturally, the group of little boys elected a leader. The group of little girls elected a leader. Right? Natural, human. The group of little boys did what I would expect them to do. The leader said, okay, Bill, you were in charge of all the blue parts, and most of the puzzle was blue parts. So you get, 100 of these dollars. Nick, you were in charge of the white parts. Yeah, you didn't really do your job like that, but we're still gonna give you like, $80. Now, Frank, we gave you the important task of all the corner parts and the center parts, and you didn't do your job, so we're only gonna give you $10. Now, Blake, you get $5 because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, right? But when they went to the girls in the study, the leader of the girl group said, you know what? The puzzle came out nicely. It's beautiful. No one got hurt. And we achieved what we needed to achieve. So everybody, we're all equal and we're all going to get $100. Even me. Why? Why is this important for us to analyze? This is important to analyze because we need to understand that yeah, we're different. We're different. You don't view it as dominating my space. When you tell me that you want to do these things for me, you want to help me, you want to include yourself in specific realms in my universe, as a man, as a masculine figure, as a masculine character, a Martian based masculine carries gang. I don't perceive that as help. I don't perceive that as. I'm a prideful person, bro. I'm not perfect. I'm endeavoring to be perfect. I'm endeavoring to be humble and all those things. But my mission is to bring understanding. My goals are to pull up the people. Shout out to MIA. MIA is one of my favorite rappers. Fun fact of the day. I'm naming my foundation Pull Up the People to get the homeless off the street. Last birthday I had, you guys were there with me. Shout out to all the Mosiahs, Aaron Moses. Shout out to all the Mosiahs that were with me and donated to get these homeless people in better situations and empower their obligations. We did a great job. You guys showed out. Pull up the people. My ultimate goal is to set up a mock interview and have these people show up, random people that are impoverished as heck, have them show up for a fake interview and tell them that we're giving everybody in their household a scholarship, that we're buying them a house in any one of the 50 states with the exception of California, Arizona, New York, or Washington. And they don't have a thing to worry about as long as they make sure their household is going to school and make sure that they journal and record and vlog everything that they're doing and work a full-time job. And we'll pay their bills for 4 years. That's my ultimate goal. Pull up the people. All right. What we need to do is we need to come to a clear understanding. If you're a woman, do you want a man? Do you want someone that is going to understand your limitations? Do you want somebody who's going to understand that your filter is just as important as how the world perceives you through his eyes? Do you understand that? Do you understand that as a man, that your filter is just as important as how you act, what you produce? Women typically are not judged off of what they produce unless they are mothers. Men don't have that luxury. Are we equal? We are exactly where we need to be. People aren't going to judge my son's mother harshly, negatively, unless I'm not doing my job. If I take my son somewhere, they're gonna know that we're on point because of what I'm doing. You feel me? Am I saying that? I'm saying that everyone needs to work together. Everyone needs to know themselves. Their value. If you don't know yourself, you don't really have anything to offer. Why? Because you don't know what to offer. So what you give to us is unauthentic. It's not the best. And even if let's say it is. Let's say you have no idea who you are. You're just floating around. You're a follower, and you're really at heart a leader, or you're a leader, but at heart you're a follower. We're not gonna get your authentic self. It's not gonna be appreciated because you don't appreciate it. Why do people disrespect you so much? Because you program people to disrespect you. Why do people respect you? Why do people call you the big homie? Why do people come to me with their realness? Because I don't give you any option but to respect me, man. You have to limit your options. This 2020, the year of the rata, options, bro. Rats are some powerful creatures. Rats are some powerful creatures. Rats know their options. They make their options. You see what happened with the Black Plague? What we have to do is understand with the ultimate clarity. You know your options. And if you don't, search them. How do you search your options? By limiting them. Giving yourself less options. How do you save money? Make what you want not an option. I'm gonna give you a little. This is a very anecdotal video, but I'm gonna give you an example. When I was living in Oklahoma, everybody knows I'm a music head. I live for music. I love music. It is what it is. Bam. When I went to Oklahoma, it was mid July. I got my job 2 weeks after that. Broke my headphones. Beats by Dre. Only one headphone was working. And I read somewhere that if you want to buy something and it's not something that is going to kill you, determine the stability of your life, then you don't have to buy it. Okay? And if you really, 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 really want to buy it, wait 30 days. Save your money and wait 30 days and then buy it. And guess what I did? Waited 3 weeks. I said, you know what? They're Beats by Dre, and it still sounds good. It still beats. I could just use my imagination, which is very important to your psychic abilities. Using your imagination. If you have the ability to, if you, let's say a song, Mink Flow by Young Thug and Future. If you know that song by heart, if you know the beats, if you know all the instruments, turn the bass all the way down. If you have the ability to take the snares out, take the hi-hats out, take whatever you can, take it all out and use your imagination to put the bass in that song. Okay, that's a very powerful practice that you should utilize in order to expand your psychic abilities. But I digress. When I waited those 3 weeks, of course, what do you think happened? Somebody sold me some $140 headphones for $20. Why? Because he bought that pair of headphones with drug money. And he was trying to get out the drug game. So he sold me the headphones for $20, bro. How ironic. He was just trying to get rid of his stuff. And I bought it with my first check. $20. And I had them headphones for, when was that? The same year my son was born, 2016. I had those headphones for a year and a half. And I don't even remember how I broke them. I think I put them in the washing machine or something like that. Something stupid. You already know. But anyways, bro, we have to, I said in the video that I did with the peace dealer, Michael, that what women want, and I spoke very directly, and I should have expounded and said something profound, but I didn't. What women want more than anything is a man and a baby. Women want there to be energies that they can feel gives them importance. A reflection. A reflection. Why are women jealous? It's natural. Evolutionary psychology. Women are supposed to be jealous to protect the household. Everything that women do is to uplift, is to preserve. You've heard of this. The creator, the creator, the destroyer, and the preserver. The creator, the destroyer, and the preserver. Who is the creator? Man. Who is the destroyer? The seed. Who is the preserver? That throat chakra, that woman. Women are supposed to make sure that masculinity is what it is through directing feminine forces through other feminine women, bro. This is where jealousy comes in. If a woman can't compete, she can't eat, bro, because the man is not gonna want to feed someone that doesn't that feels comfortable in her own in her own future, right? Now, women want babies. Why do women want babies, bro? Because women like sex. Women like sex because their bodies are programmed to want babies. Facts. A woman is not gonna have sex with you unless her genetics. This is not subconscious. This is not conscious. This is not ultra conscious. This is not Super Saiyan Kaioken. This is genetic. Just like when you see fire for the first time, you know not to touch it. Just like when a baby chicken sees a hawk, it knows to go back in the shade. Genetic, genetic memories, bro. Your genes do things that your mind is totally unaware of every day, right now. Okay, a woman wants a baby. Why? Because that's gonna make a man greater. That's gonna drop your testosterone 30% for 9 months and replace it with a chemical that makes your body produce breast milk even though you can't produce breast milk. This is why people, that whole, why you eating so much cake? You must have a baby on the way. That's why, because your testosterone drops. Me, I'm not a fan of sugar. I like chips. I was born in Chicago. I was raised in Chicago till I was 9 years old. Then I moved to Atlanta when I was 9. Okay, I didn't eat sweets. A lot of people in Chicago don't eat sweets. A lot of people in Chicago eat chips, pretzels, things like that. Facts. So that's where that myth comes from. When your testosterone drops 30%, literally in what, 2 weeks? Yeah, you're gonna start adopting the ways of a woman. So a woman is not gonna have sex with you, even if she has sex with you out of boredom, unless she knows, okay, yeah, this guy can fight. If somebody comes up to me, he's gonna hurt them. If I feel like I'm in danger, this guy has enough swagger, energy, dab about him that if I accidentally do get pregnant with his child, whether it be or mainly a boy child, mainly a man child, if I have a son with this child, this is how a woman's body's programmed. I'm not making this up. You do the research. If I accidentally get pregnant with his son, can this son give me more grandchildren? Can this son remind me that I did not make a mistake by having sex with this dude? Okay. And lastly, is he going to make me compete with other women? That's why women want children, cuz. It's not conscious, it's genetic. I'm telling you, even if she has a one night stand with you, it's not gonna save your Snapchat. She's not gonna save your phone number. She does not even want to know what you look like. They're not visual. We're visual. We're visual. This is why I see. I watched a video a couple weeks ago where a woman was like, "Well, why should I have to do this? It's my hair. Why should you have to do it? Because you don't rely on me to be visually appealing. I rely on you to be visually appealing. If I say, look, I want to marry you, you're going to bring me around your family because this is proof that you are a valuable enough person where somebody is going to be willing to put themselves in a situation to be marriage raped and put in a whole situation that is just not going to benefit me. It's not going to benefit me. Being married on paper by the government is not going to benefit me unless I'm a criminal. Okay, this is why if I say, hey, look, I don't want you to dye your hair like you're a prostitute, don't dye your hair. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do this. Don't dress like that when you go to work. Why should you be visual? Why should you comply? Because I'm a visual person. You might not want me to cut my facial hair because I look like a teenager. That's understandable. You're not a pedophile, so you don't want me to look like a child. That's understandable. I like my facial hair, so there's no argument there. But at the same time, why should you put in the effort to be nice, beautiful, fit? Why should you, if you're overweight, I still love you. But I still want you to walk up and down those stairs, for at least 15, 30 minutes a day. Why should you be able to, why should you want to put that effort in? Because as much as I love you to the core, I want you to be healthy. I want, if you're out with my child, you to be able to physically respond to defend him. If somebody, God forbid, snatched my child and ran off with him, you wouldn't be able to chase him. You wouldn't be able to get the plates on the car. You wouldn't be able to give a description. You wouldn't be, it would be all adrenaline. And even if you did chase the guy down and you recovered my child, you would die from a heart attack because your body was just running off adrenaline. You calmed yourself down with the breathing techniques I taught you, and your body was unprepared. You went into shock and you died. That's why I want you to be fit. I want to look at you and lose control. I want you to use my energy. I want to use your energy. Okay? I want there to be a connection. I want us to be able to bond without ego. And that is a woman's gift. That's why that woman put her bag on my seat and didn't think anything of it. Because when you're so caught up in yourself, when you're so caught up in your head, you start to think that everybody thinks as if you do. You start to think probably that people were raised, brought up in the environments and the energies that you were brought up in. But that is not the reality of the situation. No, you can't assume that I'm gonna be okay with you. In my mind, in my masculinity, thinking that this woman was trying to dominate my space because that's what she does to her man. I don't talk to women every day on purpose. I don't I don't interact with my woman every day on purpose. Because if I did, then I would become her. Masculinity is just as high vibrationally as femininity. But we have to remember this. Femininity is a lot more influential than masculinity. Because femininity is receptive. Femininity is the default of our physical. Okay? You do the research on the word devil. Am I saying women are the devil? No. But I want you to do the research on that. Number one, I want you to do the research on that. Number two, because women are more close to egolessness. If you revisit the psychological, sociological study that I gave you about the money and the two groups that got separated, that should tell you a lot. But at the end of the day, women still have that little itty, it's not little, that seed of masculinity that preserves their femininity, bro. Just like men have the default of femininity to make us receptive to femininity and other people dominating us. Alright? I'm going to close with this. When I was 14 years old, I wrote my cousin in prison, a letter. He was doing prison time for, I'm not gonna tell his business, but we'll just say a violent crime. He was doing time and I wrote him, and I was always trying to ask him, how can I get people to respect me? How can I get people to understand that I'm a force to be reckoned with? And you know what he said? He said, don't ever, ever let anybody try you without there being consequences behind it. Negative consequences. Punish people. That's what he said. he said to me, I don't hang out with dudes. I try to maintain the peace by mostly associating myself with my own family and staying out of the way. I asked him, I directly said, you know, I want to be around, and this is when I was 14. I want to be around, my male peers, but, naturally, men and males are going to test you, push your boundaries, and try to see where you are in your mind, in your body, in your soul. And that was his response. I want you to know that where you go, there's going to be a cause. There's going to be an effect. You should never go anywhere where you're not welcome unless you're going to do something bad to somebody. You have no place there. Everything has a place. Everyone has a place. But that is inconducive to your personal growth. So, what I want you to take from this video is love more than anything. I want you to learn how to use your own energy. I want you to learn that not everybody is supposed to be everything. Yes, my band-aid is hanging off. Oh, that hurts. Oh, my wound healed a lot faster. You can't see it. I cut the crap out of myself. I was trying to close Liz's window and it broke because I'm a beast. Yeah, I got glass all over my clothes and on her sheets, and it's good. But not everybody's meant to do everything. Ladies, you can't say that you want somebody, you can't have your cake and eat it too. There's going to have to be some compromise. There's going to have to be some sacrifices. And the fact that women are so chaotic, and like I said before, the definition of chaotic is the presence of everything and nothing. Creator like, because women are so much more creator like naturally, and men are so much more creator like factually. It needs to be, there needs to be more sacrifice. 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 You can be equal, but if you want to be a man, then you need to get yourself a woman. You can't expect a man to bend to your will and to bow down to you and listen to you and go with your program, because that's not what men do. So if you want that, you need to get you a pretty little lesbian, a 19-year-old little pretty little lesbian, because that's not what men do. And men, if you want your woman to step up to the plate and compete with you, and that's not what women do, dude. You need to get you a man, a little Peter Pan, Michael Jackson-esque freaking, you know what I'm saying, doesn't grow facial hair. That's what you need. And shout out to all the people who don't grow facial hair. But no, you can't tell me that you want me to, you can't tell a man that you want him to be a man, but listen to you in every step of the way and consider. Men are not considerate people, bro. That's not what we do. That's not our strength. If you want somebody that is going to exhibit what you consider toxic masculinity, which I'm going to make a video, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. If you want somebody to exhibit that power, if you want your son to not be the sexy son, you want your son to be the person that you, I don't know why. I don't know why I like this dude, but I do, but he gets on my nerves. And every time I need to grow, all I have to do is ask him what I need to know. If that's what you want, that's what you want, but you can't have both. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. It is impossible. You cannot. Have you ever had a cake? Do you still have it? Exactly. You ate that cake. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. That's not what cakes are meant for, bro. They're going to expire. They're gonna mold. They're gonna start to make weird smells. They're gonna turn into poison. So you can do one of two things. You can you can accept masculinity for what it is, or you can be a lesbian. You can accept masculine femininity for what it is, or you can be a pickle farmer. Okay, you can't do both. You can't. Well, I hate. You know what? Women are just so envious and jealous and that's not, bro. Relax. Women are just so, and she wants me to provide for her and 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 program her and tell her what she needs to do, and she acts like a child. Bro, that's how she's supposed to be fun, bro. She's supposed to be without care. She's supposed to express her emotions to orbiters, to men who think that if they just listen to all her problems and everything that you do that's good and everything that you do that's bad, that one day she's gonna leave you and she's gonna raise your son and your daughter and your dog and your cat, and they're gonna be a happy family and move to Colorado somewhere and open up their own weed shop. That's not gonna, bro. That's what she's supposed to do, bro. That's what she's supposed to do. Your man keeps talking about, oh, she got a donk. She got a donk. She got a. Yes, he's supposed to talk about these females in front of you. If you're not doing 200 sit ups, at least 50 sit ups a day. Yes, you're supposed to be jealous. Yes, certain conversations are you're supposed to feel that. Yes, you should be in fear that this man is going to leave you every single day. If you don't, if you're not in fear of that, then that is not the man that you need to be with. If you don't think your man can go out and do something better, you're probably disgusted of him. Yeah, he does everything you say. That doesn't make you wanna. You're thinking about Brad Pitt, Denzel Washington, Will Smith, the oldest Jonas brother. You're thinking about all these other men. What he's doing, what he thinks he's doing to you, and you did what you did with your body, and that didn't happen because of him. That happened because you have a beautiful imagination. You were thinking about Aaron Moses. You use my energy for lover energy. You could use my energy for lover energy. You could use my energy for psychic energy. You could use my energy to make the best music that you want to make. You can use my energy to invoke your ancestor. You can use my energy for a plethora of things, a variety of things. But all of that controlling the man, all of that, I know something bad, whatever bad happened to you, I'm sorry that happened to you. But if you continue to take that out on that man or that woman, you're gonna mold that man or that woman into something that you are disgusted by. Fendi, Gucci, Louis, Prada. Facts. Go with the body. Go with the body. Man, don't let anybody dominate you, bro. Because you know what happens when you let somebody dominate you, when you're a man, your testosterone lowers. And their testosterone rises. Do you want your testosterone lowered? Do you want your testicles to shrink and become smaller and turn into a vagina? No, you don't, bruh. You know what happens when a woman competes with a woman? Do you? Try it. Alright, stop. That's all I gotta say, bruh. I wish you happiness and peace and everything that comes with happiness and peace. But what I want you to do is I want you to get your money up. If you have your money up already, you can donate. My donate links are in the description. Now, if that's not something that you're interested in doing, or you might be in a financial deficit, or you might have children, whatever, what have you, all you have to do is share. Share. Put this link in your best friend's inbox. DM them with this link. Your three best friends and somebody you don't even talk to like that. Put this message in their message, in their universe. Introduce my universe to their universe. Share this on your Facebook. Like this video. Comment what you think. Comment your favorite part of this video. I usually don't make videos this long, but comment your favorite part of this video. Subscribe. Push that bell button, bro. Because you already know I'm trying to get that following like King Solomon, man. I'm trying to pay my bills with these videos, man. I keep the laptop with me, man. The laptop stays with me, so I might as well make it start paying some rent, you heard? So that's all it is, man. That's all it was. That's all it would ever be, man. It's Aaron Moses. Life is in the breath. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. I love you. Peace. Shout out to the Mosiahs. Oh.